guys, what's up? Killjoy Jake here, and instead of having friends, I got some strange things to tell you about Stranger Things Season 4. Oh! Oh! Boom! You guys love my dad jokes, admit it. Guys, I have so much to tell you about Stranger Things Season 4. Why did I sound like a teenage girl right there? Oh my god, guys, I have so much to tell you about Stranger Things Season 4. Okay, but seriously, I have some things to tell you about Stranger Things Season 4. But before I get into that, I'm gonna need you guys to like this video and subscribe for more horror content. Alright, now let's get into it. So the one question on everybody's mind about the new season is, when the hell is it coming out? Well, unfortunately, there's no confirmed release date as of right now, but I can tell you about the day when they are going to start filming again. September 17th of this year. So that's exciting. That's like a couple months away. We're getting back to work here. But there is some speculation on when it would have come out if filming didn't get halted because of you know what. Originally, they were going to start production in March of 2020. They got about 2 weeks into it and then virus. And that's why we got that little teaser trailer of Hopper in Russia. And also because Noah Schnapp spoiled it, but don't worry about that. But my thinking is, if they would have started in March, it would have taken them about, what, 2-3 months to film the whole thing, and then like maybe another year to edit, so it comes out in, let's say, April. Now, last season of Stranger Things took place in the summer of 1985. Since this show likes to go year by year with the 80s and just like collect all the nostalgia it can, throw it in our faces and make a whole bunch of money, we're gonna do a whole bunch of stuff that happened in 1986 in this new season, and tie it into the story. Now, what could have happened in Russia in April of 1986? Oh, right! Chernobyl happened! So if you don't know what happened in Chernobyl during 1986, a nuclear reactor exploded on that day in the city of Chernobyl, and no one has been able to go back there since because of the high levels of radioactivity. They wouldn't have gotten Hopper all the way to Russia if they weren't going to do anything with that. My guess is that something with the Upside Down is going to blow up Chernobyl, and that's where all the radioactivity comes from. Maybe Demogorgons are going to run around Chernobyl and just start eating people. I wouldn't be against that. That'd be kind of cool. Also, the other clue that kind of suggests that it's going to take place sometime in the spring is if you look at the dates of all the seasons, Season 2 takes place during Halloween of 1984, Season 3 takes place during the summer of 1985, and then Season 4 would take place during the spring of 86. And how perfect would it have been if they could have released it on April 26th? The good news though is that since they're getting back to shooting sometime this September, it looks like we're probably gonna get like a mid-2021 release, maybe like May or June of next year. I think they could probably do that. They could pull that off. But is this season going to be the last season of Stranger Things? There's been a lot of speculation on that because Ross Duffer even said something about like, we think we're gonna do 4 seasons and that's gonna be it. Personally, I could see this show going for at least 3 more seasons after season 4. I mean, think about it. You could do 87, 88, 89. Hell, let's even go into the 90s. Let's do a grunge season. Can you see all the kids being like teenagers in like 1991? They're all listening to Nirvana and they're all depressed. They don't even go to the Upside Down in like season 10. They're just sitting around listening to Nirvana, smoking pot, all angry at life. That would just be so ridiculous. That would just be such a left turn for this series. So now that we got all the boring production stuff out of the way, let's talk about relationship drama. So recently, Natalia Dyer and Charlie Heaton, who play Jonathan and Nancy, not in that order, were in an interview where they talked about the new season. By the way, they're a couple in real life, and I guess their relationship hasn't been all that great. It's been a little rocky here and there. And then they go and get interviewed and talk about their rocky relationship in the show. This is getting like hella meta here. Heaton tells Netflix Q there's a distance there now, and distance is a hard thing in a relationship. Jonathan and Nancy have always been on the same team, and they both strive for the same goals. They both challenge each other as well. They can understand what the other has been through. This is the first season where you see Jonathan and Nancy in a full relationship. You see what that looks like. But they're also in this work environment. What starts to show are their social differences. For Jonathan, this job means a lot. He's very focused on his responsibilities, and he believes that Nancy doesn't have to work as hard. He can't see what she's having to go through. They've always been fighting for a cause together in a high-stakes environment. You put them in a real-world scenario, and they start struggling. As the season gets more into the supernatural, when they start fighting this monster, they put aside these small quarrels, and then ultimately they fight for each other. Okay, there's like so much more in there than just relationship drama. What is this monster you're talking about? Do you see how I just don't care about the relationship stuff? I just want to know about the crazy monster they're fighting. I'm so excited for them to release whatever the monster design is, by the way. I just love all the monsters in this show. If it's the Demodogs, Demogorgon, the meat monster, I like to call it the meat monster. Dyer adds, I think Nancy's lonely. With Jonathan leaving, who can she relate to? Who's there? I mean, it's the 80s, so it's not like you can just hop on Skype or FaceTime. It's a big break. It feels a little bit like the end of an era. But that instinct Nancy has, that curiosity and determination, I think it's just part of her personality. She's not going to forget that part of herself, and I can really see that going further. So how both of them kind of talked about it seems like they're gonna have like some struggles at the beginning, maybe over long distance, and then there's a monster in town, and then like Jonathan's like, okay, I'll help you fight this thing, let's do it, and then like they, you know, fix things up. So there you go, little plot speculation for you. We're talking about a little bit of romance on the channel today. All right. So what do you guys think about all this exciting Stranger Things news? Because there was a lot of it. This is a pretty damn long video, I'll tell you what. Leave me something about it in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching my video on Stranger Things Season 4. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more horror content. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter at KilljoyJake1 and on Instagram at Killjoy_Jake. And as always, don't forget to kill it out there, y'all.